Hi ladies and gentlemen, it's Christelle here with the readings for September. I just wanted to introduce what I'm going to do for the readings. I have a mini grand tableau, which is 4 cards over 4 cards down, a total of 16 cards, and I'll discuss that. I'll be doing a mini grand tableau for every sign. 4 clarifiers. Well, each of them have a numbered house, so the importance of certain cards falling on certain houses will be relevant, and I'll speak about that. And for clarifiers, when I need them, I'll be using the Mona Lisa. The Mona Lisa, here you go, the Mona Lisa Tarot, which is a lovely deck. And that's it. On to the readings. Thank you, old subscribers, for hanging in with me. Welcome, new subscribers. Enjoy. Hello, Scorpio. Hello, Scorpio. Here is your mini grand tableau, Lenormand mini grand tableau. Let me first show you the cards for the month of September, Scorpio. This is the snake, the book, the dog, the tower, the woman, the cross, the coffin, the child, the ring, the sun, the man, the anchor, the clouds, the stork, the fox, and the mice. Now, what I'm seeing right away is an emphasis on you having to deal with institutions the month of September. And a lot of it. It seems that someone is leaving your life that you knew about. You know, there's somebody who, probably an old relative or a distant relative. I see it as somebody being far away, but is tied to you in some important way. And for some reason, you are involved with documents, and you might even have court proceedings to attend, lawyers, accountants, things like this. And it is something that you expected, and there is, I don't see any point of, you know, complete sadness or difficulty for you emotionally, nor romantically. No, Scorpio, I find that you may be involved in, most definitely are involved with documentation surrounding this person. Now let me take the cards in terms of their houses and then look at the pairings and the mirrorings to understand better. Right away we started talking about an ending and a beginning, and there is an ending, but it means a beginning for you in terms of what comes to you. It seems that there is something that comes to you, either financial gain or some part of a business or something that comes your way that you have to necessarily deal with, you have to take a responsibility for. And what I'm seeing here is that what is being given to you is something that today, even though you knew of the situation, you knew that that person was at the end of their life, and it was just being expected. But what is being given to you, I'm sorry, I'm getting excited talking because it's so clear to me here. What is being given to you is you have no clue about the extent, the entity. You have no clue. And it will actually put you in a situation of being, having a new beginning, and a full of success, The endings here is it talks here about someone you were very fond of, but again, I don't see any tears, I don't see sadness, I don't see any of that. It's just, you know, the wheel of life here. And what's interesting is the aspect of the institutions here that you will be involved in, that you will have to take responsibility for, because it seems that things are in your name and you cannot not be there. Your name is on the deed or on the will or on bank accounts or something. And that will be taking up your time. It's going to start, let's say, in September. Your work and livelihood, now this is, the cards are very clear, will become involved with another woman. It seems that either you request aid from a woman to help you out with the documentation, with the situation, or you actually offer them to go into business with you, or you ask them if you could go into business with them. There is a woman added to some kind of livelihood or business or work that you're involved in, some kind of activity you're involved in. And the sense of security, which is quite important for you, on the one hand, it's all about the sense of security, it seems. But on the other, what I'm getting very loud and clear is the reestablishment of equilibrium after this situation that will involve another person, and I see it as being a woman here because this deck has woman and male and they mean something. And what odd spin on this situation is that this entire occurrence is going to serve as guidance for you in the future from that moment on. It will serve as if the person or people involved here were such remarkable people that you learn about their life and you use that as a model. It helps you as guidance, in terms of guidance. You're going to feel like you're coming home. You know, you're going home. This is where your home is. As if this is the person that truly is going to help you, even if there is a passing. This is the person who truly will send you messages that are quite important for you to begin your new home, to begin the creation of what you call your home and where you call your home. Very powerful reading here so far. I'm not even half done. Very, very powerful. I see here a public engagement. I see an engagement. I see actually, it could be either an engagement or a business partnership, and it's very clear. If it's a business partnership, it will be legally binding, and if it is engagement, there is the institutions involved. There are the institutions. You will be going to the municipality to tie that knot. Okay, so there is a partnership involved here coming up. If I have to say, ladies and gentlemen, of course, a deck, these are 36 cards. There are positive cards, there are negative cards. No matter where you put them, they're negative. But in terms of the house where the obstacles lie, I have the sun. Okay, so it seems that what you're given is a free ticket to the rest of your life to paint on a canvas as you want and have as your guide the person whose life was passed before you, was experienced before this period. Now, the decisions that you need to make will involve a male. This could mean so many things. It could mean that there was a male who has left this world and has left you some form of inheritance. Or it could mean that you seek legal counsel, and the barrister, the lawyer, is a male. So there's a wide-ranging, or if there is a couple involved, it is the male who needs to take the decisions. So the male will be the person who will be the decision maker. Now, in terms of any kind of problems or nuisances that come up, I just see it as something requiring a reestablishment of balance, very slight, coming out of the eye of a storm and then having to get your bearings again. Nothing more than that. Everything that you do not know. Remember, I told you the surprise. You're going to be in for a surprise because you have no inkling of what the person was involved in. You have some kind of idea, but you don't know the extent of it. Well, what you don't know about is going to be revealed to you slowly but surely. And so the cards are telling you, please do not become frustrated by the overwhelming amount of information that you do receive, or the contradictory information that you do receive, Scorpio. Matters of communication bring you back to home. I can't stress it. You're going back home. We talked about the male who had to make the decision, who was going to make the decision, or isn't a person, or it's a person who will be aiding you to make decisions. The male influence in this month is a person who is able to help you strategize, is able to help you put one plan after another in terms of what you want to achieve in the future. Beware and be very wary, be careful about females that enter your life. Be aware of, in this moment, in the month of September, who you bring into your close circle. And this is specifically a woman, okay, because they will be a hotbed of problems. Now, to continue this, I have this tarot of Mona Lisa Tarot, and I previously shuffled them, and I'm going to divide this deck into three. I'll take first card from the top, card from the middle, and from the very bottom. What cards do I have? The Eight of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Nine of Wands. Now, this tells me overwhelmingly that you're going to have something so that you're not ready for fall into your lap, and it's going to give you responsibility, but it's also going to take time away. And it means work, it means a lot of care, it means something to deal with that you didn't expect. This will feel, it may overburden you, it may make you feel as if you were overburdened. I'd like to take another card from the top of the last pile. And this is the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is such a difficult card. She's like in the tarot, the moon. The High Priestess is a card that tells you there are things that will be revealed to you slowly but surely. Now, as we said before, there's the element of the clouds here in what is hidden. And like the High Priestess, they are trying to tell you, look, do not get bogged down with what you don't know. Deal with what you do know. Look at the numbers, look at the documents, look at the deeds, look at everything that you need, and take one step at a time concerning the resolution of whatever you're dealing with, or getting a business off the ground that you have to contend with that you didn't expect. Also, the Wheel of Fortune tells us that what may feel now like an overburden for you, an extra added burden, like the Nine of Wands tells us, in the future will come around and feel like the Eight of Cups. You can delegate. You can delegate things. You'll learn how to delegate. And then the Wheel of Fortune turns again, and you're in a different position. I do hope this was of help, Scorpio. A very intense reading. Interesting, quite interesting. I'd be curious to know how things pan out. And thank you for being with me until we read together again. Namaste, ladies and gentlemen. Bye-bye.